What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. And boy, tonight was a travesty. Tonight was an embarrassment. It was just horrible play of basketball, horrible execution. Tay-Bay, a.k.a. Devonte Graham, shot any shot he wanted. The coach not giving their starters the proper minutes, not giving Gordon Hayward and Rozier looks to the basket. The thing was a mess. The whole game was a mess against the Bulls. Zach LaVine destroyed them. And you know what made it worse? Instead of allowing LaMelo Ball to play through rookie mistakes, this MF played him 17 minutes the whole game and played him 2 minutes in the second half. If this is not a bad situation, I don't know what it is. This team doesn't look like a playoff team. They're selfish. They're full of ball hogs. This is a total mess right now.
One of the deepest lines that I want to start off with tonight is from the late, great 20th century poet. Some might know him as Jay-Z. The line goes, "Do you fools listen to music? Do you listen to lyrics, or do you just skim through them?" I'm going to rewind that back. Do you listen to lyrics, or do you just skim through it? Now, if you were really honest with yourself, whoever's listening to this show tonight, listening to this stream tonight, you shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be shocked at what you're seeing. Because I remember going all the way back to preseason. And I swear we told y'all this was going to happen. I remember 3 weeks ago when everyone was saying, "Oh, calm down, trust the process, it's development, Devonte Graham, Terry Rozier, they on the trading block, James Borrego smiles with Melo, he loves his attitude." I could have sworn DJ's Raw Uncut Truth was the only channel that was giving y'all the raw, uncut truth that you deservedly need. Well, here we are. I remember 2 weeks ago, I said on this channel, I said, okay, so you don't start him after the triple-double. That's the pinnacle for a rookie. That's pretty much the pinnacle for a rookie. There's not much else a rookie can do to impress. So I said, are you waiting for him to have a string of bad games so you can justify him not starting? And are you waiting for Devonte Graham to have better games so you can justify starting him? Because the law of averages is going to eventually kick in. The kid's a rookie. He's a rookie on limited minutes. So, of course, this was going to happen at some point. This is sabotage. And I've been telling y'all this since day one. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't feel like playing tonight. I want to keep it real. Let's go ahead and get the grill started early. And DJ, excuse me for what I'm about to do, but I got to do it, man. Excuse the ignorance in me. But it was a lot of shines, as DJ would say. Some that were a part of this panel, when me and DJ were sounding the alarm and saying this was a bad situation for Melo. You had people come on this channel. You had people on other channels that tried to coax you and talk you down and tell you you were a fan. They tried to tell you you didn't know anything about basketball. They tried to tell you the reason why Melo wasn't playing was because he was not conditioned and he didn't know the plays. And when Melo was outshining and exceeding those expectations, those same people disappeared for a week. See, you got to watch these old media tactics and narratives. People who aren't old media, a lot of times they try to be old media. This is new media. Tonight, y'all going to get that real.
Perfectly said, brother. And we're not holding back. I watched a James Borrego, a.k.a. Lame Borrego, the name that the brother Rev coined, Lame Borrego, on his lousy press conference saying that, well, you know, LaMelo, he just didn't have his surge that he usually has, a spark. Well, duh. When you have a player who's not meant to be a bench player come off the bench, filling in for everybody, trying to be a spark plug every game, it's difficult. So it sounded like he was trying to blame LaMelo for his turnovers, making rookie mistakes as an excuse to bench LaMelo Ball and to only play him 17 minutes. I saw the body language, man. LaMelo, he's a good kid. You could tell he plays hard. But you could also see, if you really looked closely to that bench, that he didn't like what was going on. This coach is a narcissist. This coach has no coaching ethics. And I don't give a damn if he's a Greg Popovich disciple. This coach is a mess, man. And if any rookie dealt with the same situation as LaMelo Ball, it would have been on national media. ESPN and other Shine networks would have been like, oh my God, poor such and such. Poor Anthony Edwards. Can you imagine if Anthony Edwards was dealing with this situation? Poor Anthony Edwards. His coach doesn't believe in him. He's only playing 17 minutes. Now switch it to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo sucks. He only has 7 points, even though he played 17 minutes in that game. See, this is what old media is doing. They're trying to create a narrative because, let's be honest, they have beef with LeVar, meaning the media. And since LaMelo is LeVar's son, they're taking it out on him. They don't care if it's unfair. They don't care if he's done wrong. And before Rev starts, I want y'all to listen to something because this is going to start the show. Yeah, just playing some heat, man, because this is going to be a fire show. I'm not going to hold back. Rev is not going to hold back. So buckle up.
Yeah, man. Look, let's just get into the gory details. Let's get right into it. Cody Zeller is a fully developed, not premature at all, a fully developed bum ass dude. Like he's a bum, bro. Like he is a walking bum. He is walking trash. Bro, the mummy has better hands than Cody Zeller. Like Cody Zeller has the hands of a center playing wide receiver in the NFL. I've never seen anybody. The ball hits them dead in their hands, and it looks like you're throwing acid on them. Yet he gets minutes. You go from a guy being out damn near a month. The last time you saw this trash ass dude on the court, you were getting blown out by Cleveland by 20. You think it's smart coming on a losing streak to just insert him back into the lineup with no game flow? Idiot. I told y'all this coach was an idiot. Just because somebody comes from a coaching tree doesn't make them good. It's like you go to a literal tree that bears fruit, like an apple tree. Is every apple on that tree going to be edible, or are some of those apples going to be rotten? James Borrego is rotten. I've never seen a coach, and I'm about to break y'all heart tonight, man. I'm going to tell y'all what other people may not tell you. Me and DJ going to keep it real tonight. The Charlotte Hornets do not look at LaMelo as their franchise player. I will challenge anyone. Run, go get whoever you want. I can prove to you they do not look at this kid as their franchise player. And you better believe, like I said last month, if they get a chance to get Cade Cunningham, they will draft him. He will start day one. Remember, Rev said this. They do not look at this kid as their franchise player. Why do you say that? Anthony Edwards has been playing like hot garbage, premium garbage, trash. 2 for 12 tonight. Still got 27 minutes. Huh? Anthony Edwards has been playing so bad, he blew a game like 6 games ago. He blew a game because he didn't kick out. No, he didn't shoot a 3. I mean, he didn't drive to the rack and get a layup instead of trying to kick out and get a 3. He was still playing minutes the next night. Tyrese Halliburton, 31 minutes. Coming off a string of games where he only had 2 points, 4 points combined before the last 2 games. Still getting minutes. Bro, they treat this kid like they're trying to break him and get him to acquiesce to their system. And if he doesn't acquiesce, he'll be gone in 3 to 4 years. That's how they treat him. They don't treat him like he's the franchise player. And it's like they're trying to get that message across to him that you're not what you think you are. I have never seen a coach publicly criticize a franchise player the way James Borrego's publicly criticizes LaMelo every chance he gets. Any media availability he gets, he's downing LaMelo Ball. To the point where bum-ass Devonte Graham, Tay-Bay, Papa Smurf, he comes out shooting every shot he can shoot. I knew he was going to cool off because, like I said, the averages always come back around. Second half, he doesn't score well. And instead of him putting any blame on Devonte Graham, James Borrego, the guy you should be putting blame on because he's your veteran, he's the 25-year-old 3-year player. Instead of putting any blame on him, you blame the rookie and you come out and say, I got to do a better job putting Devonte in situations where he can score. I got to get him going, but you don't have to get the rookie going. Bro, look, when LeVar stood up against all these powers that be, he did a hell of a thing. But this is no small thing. I know some of y'all might just be fans. Some of y'all might just look at the Ball family for the basketball entertainment. But what I keep trying to tell you, When you are doing something revolutionary, the system tends to try to destroy that. Just because they drafted this man in the lottery, that don't mean nothing. It's time to wake up and see what's going on in Charlotte.
See, this is what new media is all about. You hear brothers like Rev, me, and plenty of us giving our opinions. Sometimes, most times, not popular, but we do it anyway because we're about truth and knowledge. What we saw today was an embarrassment to basketball. I'll say it again. What we saw today was an embarrassment of basketball. This coach is trying to emasculate LaMelo Ball. This coach wants him to be passive. LaMelo took 7 shots tonight in 17 minutes. That's unacceptable. They're not treating him like a lottery pick. They're not even treating him like if he was a top 15 pick. They're treating him like a role player. And LaMelo is fighting so many things right now. He's fighting a stigma. He's fighting also a renegade coach who has favoritism. Did you know that Caleb Martin played more minutes than LaMelo Ball?
Ridiculous.
The fake wonder twin played more minutes than LaMelo Ball. And then let's go to Devonte, a.k.a. Tay Graham. So he started on fire, 22 points, filling himself. But did you know in the second half he only had 2 points? You know why? Because the Bulls adjusted. When they started the game, they're like, we're not going to guard Terry Rozier. He's a bum. They played not Terry Rozier. They played Devonte Graham soft the whole game. They played Terry Rozier very tough because they know that he is one of the few good starters, as well as Gordon Hayward. And in the second half, when the Bulls was like, wait a minute, Graham is on fire. Let's game plan for him. You know what Graham did? He shriveled up like a punk. And now I'm not trying to be harsh on Graham, but we're going to keep it real around here. Devonte Graham, at best, is a 6th man. He is not a starter. He's a miniature shooting guard. He cannot play any defense. The coach has to hide him in a zone. Who plays zone in the NBA? This is a man-to-man league. And you saw what the Bulls did. They ate that zone up. And shout out to Zach LaVine. He's definitely a player I want the Lakers to get. That's another topic for a different day. Zach LaVine was toying with Devonte Graham. He destroyed him. He destroyed him so much that LaVine passed the ball in the second half more. He's like, wait a minute, I don't need to be scoring that much. I could just pass around my teammates. This guy can't guard me. Zach LaVine had 9 assists while having 25 points. So you're going to put a miniature guard in a fake-looking, pop smoke-looking Devonte Graham on him. That's 5'11". I don't give a damn what the NBA metrics say. Devonte Graham is not no damn 6'1". If he's 6'1", I'm 6 foot. That is a lie. So James Borrego, aka Lane Borrego, in his infinite low IQ wisdom, decided to put a miniature guard on a 6'6" Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine took advantage of that. Zach LaVine took his soul. He embarrassed him. And you know what's funny? James Borrego never criticized Tebe. Not one time. But he sure did talk about LaMelo Ball, who barely played. He didn't talk about Devonte Graham's missed defensive assignments, lack of rebounding, lack of assists, how Devonte Graham is not looking for his guard teammate in Terry Rozier. He said none of that. You know why? Because that's his little Tay-Bay. And he will do anything for Tay-Bay. He will give Tay-Bay his salary if that was an option. This is a weak coach, and the Charlotte Hornet fans, the North Carolina fans, they deserve better than that crap. Hopefully, this shit gets rectified, but I don't know.
Nah, I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't see nothing getting rectified because it's not enough backlash, and because of the fans not being in the stands, and certain conservatives who have a problem with LeVar Ball in that area, looking at LeVar Ball as an outlier. If you go on Reddit, it's a lot of support for James Borrego and a lot of dissing of LaMelo Ball from the Charlotte Hornets fan base. So, but let's break this thing down so it can forever and consistently be broke. Let's break this thing down so it can forever and consistently be broke right now. Because I'm tired of all the excuses and I'm tired of all the narratives. If Devonte Graham was a tradable asset, a high tradable asset, DJ, the night you drafted LaMelo Ball, the next day, or before you drafted him, or during the night when you drafted him, Devonte Graham would have been on the first thing smoking. Devonte Graham was coming off a year where many people felt as though he should have won the most improved player in the league. He had a 43-point game against the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn. He will never be hotter than that. His value will never be as high as it was coming into this season. Who the hell want Devonte Graham, man? That's what I'm saying, man. Don't even bring the old media narratives in here. These guys that get these NBA magazines out of a freaking magazine section at Food Lion or at the grocery store and think they're self-proclaimed geniuses. No, you just read that in a magazine. Nobody wants Devonte Graham. I defy, once again, y'all run go get whoever. I didn't see Devonte Graham make a stop on defense all night long. They was working his ass like a $2 you-know-what, bro. Zach LaVine was getting anything he wanted at any time. And if the shot comes off the rim, they're getting the offensive rebound. They're running a zone scheme to protect Devonte Graham. But the problem is, and this is why I don't never give Borrego any credit for being an X and O coach. Bro, they figured this out 5 games ago. The New York Knicks figured out the zone. They gave the blueprint to the Mavericks, and every team you played since then, all they're doing is moving the ball around the court so that the zone can't keep up with the ball, and they're taking a lot of corner threes. They made Temple look like an all-star tonight because they were running that raggedy-ass zone. Y'all hit the like button, man. We putting bodies on the grill tonight. Go get your favorite sportscaster, YouTube prognosticator. They was telling me and DJ we was fanboys. Oh, trust the process. The process. The process. The process. Yeah, the process. This is the process. And remember what we said. Shitty organizations have shitty processes. Shitty organizations have shitty processes, man. So this is what it is, man. This is what it is. The game was out of control from the opening tip. What you had is Devonte Graham came out the gate trying to get his. He knows now he has no threat of anybody replacing him in the starting lineup. He can do whatever he wants to do. It is painfully obvious he's the number one option. But let me show you how shitty teams act with a bunch of selfish play. So when they went into the locker room, Gordon Hayward said to himself, hey, I'm not getting enough shots up. So in the second half, instead of it being the Devonte Graham show, now it becomes the Gordon Hayward show because now he's got to get his numbers. You got a bunch of selfish guys on the team that's trying to get numbers. That team isn't trying to win no basketball. Now, all of these glaring holes that you see from vets And all of these glaring holes that you see from guys that's been on your team, the only thing the coach can come out and talk about is LaMelo Ball. Y'all think that's normal to do that to a rookie? How is that developing a rookie? Anytime LaMelo makes a mistake, he's coming out the game. All that's going to do is make him not want to try to do the things that he's great at. It's utterly ridiculous the way that they develop this kid or underdevelop this kid and the way they're destroying his confidence. Sometimes it looks like Melo doesn't even want to shoot threes anymore because he feels like if he shoots a three, he's coming out the game. Same thing with Miles Bridges. I've always wondered why Miles Bridges is not a better player. He doesn't get any consistent time. His minutes are always up and down. And if I was Miles Bridges, bro, like I said, as soon as I get a chance to get the hell up out of Charlotte, I'll be out of there, bro. I'll be like, Melo, we cool and everything, but I see you I see you in the next life. I see you in the Clippers or LA or the Lakers. But I'm not staying in Charlotte to die with you, homie. I'm sorry. I got to get my bag, bro.
Powerful, man. Powerful, man. These people don't show any love, man. The coach, man, dogging him on the press conference pretty much. And I know people are going to say, oh, you're exaggerating. But, man, it didn't look right. And shout out to Daniel Said It for the $9.99 super chat. Oh, shout out to Vern. Uncle Vern for the $4.99 super chat. And I have some good news for you guys. I'm going to invite some more to the panel. I'm about to send a link. I would like the people from yesterday to join. Also, I think Nicole Powers wanted to join the other day. You could join too, Uncle Vern. You know you're always welcome. So I'm going to send a link right now.
Uncle Vern, please pull up because
pull up, Uncle Vern.
I told you, Uncle Vern, shit ain't going to be all right. Shit is not going to be all right. Everybody keep talking about this all right shit. Shit is not going to be all right, bruh. Melo going to have to get his agents involved and management involved.
Yeah, it's a mess, man. And Maurice, you can join too because you asked last time. But Rob Rowe, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He said, we got to light James Borrego up. Barbecue ribs, brother. That barbecue. We about to put him in the grill tonight. If I'm James Borrego, I wouldn't watch this show. That's my advice for James Borrego. He's better off watching ESPN. At least they're going to lie to him that his team is okay. But here, we ain't going to lie. We ain't going to sugarcoat. The Hornets don't look like a playoff team.
They trash.
Yeah, they don't look like a playoff team. They'll be lucky to be a freaking 10th seed. So we got the sister Rob and V in the house. Sister, what you think about this game? Because that was a travesty what we all watched earlier today.
Hey, DJ. Hey, Rev. I think it's blasphemy. I think that LaMelo, they're trying to chip away at his confidence, like you guys always point out. And I hope that he doesn't lose himself. I hope they don't break him. I hope he doesn't end up becoming like Lonzo.
Robin V, can you turn the volume down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn the volume up. Is that better?
Much better.
All right, sorry. I just hope he doesn't end up like his brother. I feel like when I watch Lonzo's UCLA games, there's such a difference in his spirit, and his whole body language is different. And the beginning of the season with Melo, he was always smiling and he would get in and score immediately. The commentators would say he has swag on the court. They liked talking about him. There was a joy to watch him. Now it seems like all of our hearts are being broken.
Yes.
That's how they do you. Yeah, that's how they do you. That's definitely how they do. Like I always tell y'all, one of my favorite players of all times is Jason Williams. And I remember when Jason Williams was in Sacramento, I was a young kid, but he was my favorite player because the way he played the game was so innovative and so new. And when they traded him to Memphis, Huey bum ass Brown, and I still remember your bum ass from 5-star basketball camp. You don't know shit. You be on ESPN talking like you know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing. But that coach ended up destroying Jason Williams. He ended up changing his game. And that's basically what James Borrego is trying to do. He's trying to get Melo to play within his raggedy ass, below 500 record having system. And I want to say something about Devonte Graham because my brother DJ, you know what I'm saying? DJ is a smooth brother. You know what I'm saying? He's a leader. You know what I mean? And the brother, he carries a certain level of respect. What Devonte Graham ain't got that respect for your bum ass. Running up and down the court, shooting every shot you can get, icing out. It's getting to the point now, and this is why you got to watch egos. It's getting to the point now with Devonte Graham. He's icing out Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward. Not only is he icing out LaMelo, this guy is to the point he don't even pass Gordon Hayward the ball. The shortest dude on the team, the biggest defensive liability, walks around arrogant like he knows this is his franchise. That franchise is a joke, bro. I'm done playing and capping like this is some normal We've never seen anybody be treated like this with the statue of a LaMelo Ball. Let's put him on the grill, man.
And we have Nicole Powers in the house. What's your opinion on this topic, Nicole?
Well, I'm disgusted. I've seen it before with my son playing, and they just do whatever they want to do. They don't care. They don't want parents to interact. Of course, in this particular situation, LaMelo is a pro, but you just gonna do whatever you want to do regardless. If fans were in the stands, there's no way. There's no way that this would continue
at all.
It's awful. I'm really into basketball, but I stopped watching for quite a while because it was just like I just was not interested in it, period. Then LaMelo started playing. I was following their family, following him, seeing the different strides they were making, but also seeing the injustice that was there. So it really made me vested in his career. Got league pass, and I'm sick. It's awful to see this. It's awful, and to see that nobody else seems to really be stepping up and saying anything about it. Maybe they're concerned with their career, or that people will look at them cross-eyed and crazy because then they'll be going against the machine. It's awful.
Hey.
That's Vernon, Uncle Vern.
Hey, how you doing, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. I know you about to go on about this lame duck coach.
Oh, he got
Are you ready? Go. Hey, can I talk to you now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey,
we ready, huh?
Hey, how you doing today, man? Today's a good day, man. Yeah, today's a good day out there in Charlotte, man. Believe me, I'm telling you, man, that day is coming about change. And I told you that change is going to be positive. It's coming from the backcourt, man. The change is coming from the backcourt. Now, what's going to make that change? Who they going to bring in to make that change? Come on, DJ.
I ain't about to say that is.
Man, look here. Your boy ain't even got to go. Your boy ain't even got to go. He ain't got to go. He can stay there. He can keep that contract. He can
who the next coach?
Huh?
Who be the next coach though? Who would be the next coach? I'm kind of curious. Who would be the next coach? Who would y'all think would be the next coach?
Look. That's up to Michael Jordan. That's up to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan need to make that change up front with that backcourt. You understand me?
Yeah, somebody got to go. I would say Graham. I would say Graham got to go because when he dribbles the ball, he don't look for nobody else. It's all about shoot.
They got to make that change. So the change got to be, don't get it twisted. The change got to be at that point guard. So yeah, you're right. Graham is the starting point guard. Change got to be at that point guard. You sitting up there saying we got to thrust it upon Melo. I'm saying, yeah, hey, you got to thrust it upon Melo, but I'm just saying, Melo, chill out for a minute. Let your brother come in and just run that and then put you down in next to him on the street guard or whatever. Anybody else can get that position. Bring Alonzo in because can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
He should have more than 17 minutes a game.
Okay. Bring Alonzo in so he can take care of that position, so he can hold that position down because he got problems out there with the Pelicans. Bring him in. It ain't gonna take. Look, hey, what's it? Rev said it. Rev already said it. Graham ain't playing up to potential, and dude want to get out. Miles want to get out. Okay, put the package in. Put the package, DJ. Put the package on Graham and put it on Miles. Send them over there to the Pelicans. Get Lonzo and get
we need
the
Miles.
tall center. Get the tall center with the curls. The 7-footer with the curls. The young one. Get him. Bring them over there to Charlotte. How that sound, DJ?
That sound like a trade that won't happen.
Okay, now why not, DJ?
DJ scared.
Nah,
why
bro.
not? Explain to me.
We got love, Vern, but man,
it ain't happening, bro.
Why, DJ? Come on, man. Hey, DJ, look here. You got your tongue?
Nah, but common sense got my tongue. Common sense tells me, man, hell to the no. Hell to the no.
Okay, DJ.
That's an old school joke.
Okay, DJ, remember I said to you, DJ, I might be your worst enemy, but I'm not your enemy. I just don't agree. You understand me? So
brother,
DJ, do that make me your enemy because I don't agree with that?
Nah, man, you unk, man, you family, bro. You family.
I got you. I don't agree with that. DJ, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. I see myself telling you I told you so. And I'm
really?
And I'm telling you now, even before it happened, it's already in work. And I'm gonna tell you something about the basketball. You didn't tell me about the basketball gods. When I was younger, DJ, I was hoping that the Bulls would be real good. And they sent us a real good player. They did. They sent Michael Jordan. You know I'm gonna tell you, what messed that up? The organization. They made changes. That changed the whole system. The Bears did the same thing. They was winning. And what they do, they go sign Jay Cutler to a multi-million-dollar contract, get rid of him in 2 years. You get it? It's the system. Change the system. Who gonna change the system? People like you, DJ. If you listen, you ain't gotta listen. You can sit up there and report it because it's gonna be right there on first page news. Like it is today. The voice is gonna change. Man, I know about that system out there in North Carolina, man, for real. And I'm all the way out here in Chicago and in Milwaukee. I know about that, man. I know about the organizations. I played basketball with the people that ran the whole thing. What's his name? Rod Higgins. I played basketball with Rod Higgins. I know him personally. I know Craig Hodges personally. I know Dale personally. I grew up with them.
Hey, Uncle Vern, do you know
this
Kareem?
whole NBA basketball thing is a new thing, DJ. You ain't catching up with it. Catch up with it. It's a internet thing now. But it's an internet thing because they got game on the court and they got to expose it. Same thing that's going on. Listen to me, DJ, so that you will get it. It's the same thing that's going on out there with what's the name of them out there in Brooklyn. They can't get that. They can't get that shit straight. You get it?
Yeah, we digging Unc, man. I'm gonna let some other people speak. Unc, Robin V.
Go ahead.
So, what you think about that?
Okay, so I think that who we need to get rid of on the team or what? Because I would chuck both of the Martin twins out. I'd get rid of Graham. I'd get rid of, I don't know. I used to like Zeller in the beginning, but he came back like his finger's still broken.
Damn.
And and I understand that they gave Gordon Hayward this huge contract, but his style of playing is very. It's like, I guess how they would say the correct way of playing basketball, very structured. And LaMelo is more like instinctual. He's just very good, things that you can't teach a player. So when they get on the court together, Gordon Hayward seems a little bit like out of place, unless he's getting hit with very, very good open shots.
Thank you.
Robert V, you know who Zeller reminds me of? If you watch Space Jam, that uncoordinated alien that was tall, that was blue, that couldn't catch Cole, he reminds me of that fool right there. He's like Solomon Grundy. Oh, I can't touch. Ball hitting his hands, got brick hands. They need to trade that buster.
I gave you like 5, and I think all of those are some of those are in the starting lineup. I can't ever tell which twin is even playing. I don't know. I don't think that Lonzo should come to Charlotte though, because like you said, it's like they're in purgatory. I don't understand what the coach is doing, but it seems like he has the backing of the media, of the organization. It just seems like the whole NBA platform, media-wise, coverage, just everywhere. They don't want this family to be the I don't know, as great as they could be. I hope their father's dream comes true, but they're getting a lot of pushback, and I don't know how they're going to overcome all this until they get off of this team. And even then, what if the other coaches act the same?
Right on, sister. Right on. Nicole, what do you think about that? How the roster moves, what they got to do next with this Hornets team, from what you see, of course?
I think they need to scrap the majority of the starting lineup. Terry Rozier, he seems to be okay. It seems like he can work with LaMelo. And they need to try some of these other people out. I don't know. It's crazy. It's kind of hard. You feel hopeless almost, because it's like, I can imagine how LaMelo feels in this particular situation, because I'm just somebody who's watching and I feel defeated almost. So that's the only thing I can think of, to be honest with you. He can just play the best he can under the circumstances, because I don't understand how, I guess I don't know enough to know like how they go in to demand a trade if he can or whatever, but it's like he's stuck.
Is he stuck? He's stuck, right? For the next 3 years, he's gonna be in Charlotte.
It's 4 years.
Man.
They could be restricted so they can add more years to it, but he could really just be like,
play that 1 year. Remember, he could play that 1 year and just become an unrestricted free agent on his last year.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was someone on this channel there. Bro, there was someone on this channel trying to say, "Oh, it has to be 7 years." I'm like, no, it don't have to be 7 years.
But a lot of players don't like to play. A lot of players don't like to play on their last year of their contract. They don't want to get hurt and they got guaranteed money. But he'll be fine, man. Sometimes you just got to gamble yourself, because Charlotte ain't the place, man.
Well, we got the gang tonight. We got Maurice Hamrick in the building. I gotta let you speak. You support the channel, my brother. What do you think about this subject?
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Man, everybody about to get the heater, man. I've been holding this in. First person that needs to smoke is not who you expect. It's Adam Silver. I gotta smoke Adam Silver, man. He gotta stop with this small market experiment stuff. He sent Zion to NOLA, and he's about to leave New Orleans. He sent LaMelo to Charlotte, and that's not gonna work out. He needs to stop. He's about to send Cade Cunningham to Sacramento or whatever, and it's horrible. He needs to stop. He's one of the worst commissioners to ever do that job. He just need to stop. All right. Next up on the list, Charlotte Hornets fans, like the original Charlotte Hornets fans, they need to evolve, man. They got an ego like they Lakers, like they the Lakers, man. Like they talk like they won 17 championships. Like
Talk to him.
I suggested that we get JaVale on the subreddit. That's where I'd be at, the subreddit. I suggested that we get JaVale, and they said, oh, JaVale McGee, the worst center. I'm like, bro, you're the Hornets. Like you are bottom of the barrel, like at the very bottom of the barrel. Like you're not the Lakers. You can't negotiate. Like you have no leverage on anywhere. And they trash on the LaMelo fans because they think that, we just want LaMelo the ball. Like we just want LaMelo to play. And it's like, nah, at least I'm not like that. I believe LaMelo playing will lead to more wins. And then you got people like, but Devonte is good. I'm like, bro, you need to stop being a fan. You need to stop being a fan. Devonte is so bad, and like I've gotten past the point of anger. I've ascended anger at this point now. It's only been 14 games, and I've passed anger. Like, man, I'm looking at the schedule. We about to be 10-30 by the end of the break with the way we're playing now. With the product that we're putting out right now, we're going to be 10-30 at the break because we're not beating the Pacers, we're not beating the Hornets, we're not beating the Magic, we're not beating the Warriors, we're not beating the Knicks. I think we played the Knicks again. Just like everybody, just look at the list, look at the schedule. We just going to get smacked every single time with Devonte, 5'11", little midget, can't do anything but shoot. And when he does shoot, he shoots 38% from the field. Like he's not good at anything. And the things that he's supposed to be good at, he's just subpar at best. Like I don't know why.
Maurice, I wonder if you hear me on this. I wouldn't trade Tay-Bay, Devonte Graham for a pack of pork rinds and some beer. I wouldn't even trade that.
Man.
I would reject the trade. I was like, man, I'm not gonna do that.
Let me slow down because I'm like my only like last ray of hope is that Mitch Kupchak is trying to trade Devonte, and like that's his last play. Like he's trying to trade Devonte for some cash considerations, something.
Trade him for who? For what? From who? What to trade him for? What to trade him for?
Anything at this point. Maybe he can trade for a G League team. He can trade for a G League player if that's possible.
He might can get Kuzma trash ass. He might can get Kuzma from in a second round pick. He may.
And let me talk about LaMelo. So I don't know if y'all see me comment on this, but I'm an astrologist. Like I'm an astrologer, and that's how I became a fan of LaMelo. Because LaMelo is like, I like when Rev called him the chosen one. He didn't know how right he was when he called him the chosen one because he's literally chosen. Like this right here, he's born to ball. He's born to be great. Like he's literally the chosen one.
Both of them is. Brother, both of them is. You don't think so?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but like LaMelo is the one, he's the one. Both of them, they all got their role to play, but LaMelo is the one, And so with this situation, I feel like it can play out however it's going to play out, but you can't stop destiny. So like I don't like the way it's playing out, but like, I'm just here to watch greatness. I'm just here to watch destiny, and if Borrego don't want to be a part of that, then he can go out. If Mitch Kupchak don't want to be a part of that, he can go out. If Michael Jordan, milk dud head ass, doesn't want to be a part of that, then he can just go. LaMelo can go on another team. That's how I feel.
Bro, this panel is lit, man. You got Buddy saying milk dud head ass. Man, y'all funny today, man. So Rev, man, from all the basketball you've seen, my brother, all the delusion out there, You got old media defending this trash coach. What coach would be a good fit for the Hornets that can build around LaMelo Ball?
Mark Jackson.
I was about to say.
Mark Jackson is the perfect coach, but Borrego ain't going nowhere. And I'm starting to realize that as much as it pains me to say this, and I'm saying all this shit so I can be the bad guy. I want to be the bad guy. So when it happens, y'all can come back and say Red one line. Devonte Graham ain't going nowhere. Because if you get ready to trade a dude, you start to develop the guy behind him. So that once that guy is traded, it's a smooth transition. And you're not having a Killian Hayes situation in Detroit where he looks like a rookie in a deer in headlights. One of the things that James Borrego talked about today before the game, criticizing LaMelo, saying LaMelo needs to play more situational basketball and he needs to know how to manage the game better and not always try to hit the home run play. And he doesn't play in the fourth quarter because he doesn't know how to play situational basketball. James Borrego going to be there. I'm pretty sure Devonte Graham is going to be there. If anybody gets traded before the trade deadline, it'll probably be Terry Rozier because Devonte Graham is not attractive enough on the market. The coach I would love to see, honestly, DJ, is Mark Jackson. I have no faith at all that that's ever going to happen. And really, at this point, it's going to become a behind-the-scenes game. It's behind-the-scenes game where it's going to be up to LaMelo's agent. And Jermaine Jackson is not LaMelo's agent. He's his manager. It's going to be up to LaMelo's agency to really put the pressures on the Charlotte Hornets. Like now you got to start seeing behind the scene disgruntled behavior from.
Oh, we got all ladies in here except for Vern. So we just have Shay in the building.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, Shay. What do you think about this trash game?
Exactly what you said. Trash. Disappointing. Just it's terrible, man. It's gonna get bad, worse than this. I think they can definitely play worse, and I'm upset. Now I'm thinking they should have never traded for Gordon Hayward. It's the reason I lost it. But it was trash and it was terrible. And I feel like they're not allowing LaMelo to make the mistakes on the court and to, work through them and process them. It's like he shoots a shot. Really, I think he's never really shot in a shot out of rhythm or anything like that. But they're like, okay, you shouldn't have did that. You should have gave it to him. Or like Devonte Graham, and he's totally covered by a center or whatever. And he's got the mismatch, and they're like, well, you shouldn't have shot that. You passed it to him, so now we're going to take you out the game. It's
facts. No, I was just agreeing with you, Shay. Keep cooking. I was saying facts. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on here, and I'm pretty sure if you ask Popovich about Borrego, he's going to deny him. He's going to be like, I don't know what he over there doing, but that ain't it. That ain't it at all. Jordan just wanting to make money. I already knew that when they didn't make Malik Monk, switch out jersey. He just seen him as dollar signs, and I think that's all. They're depending on people to still tune in to see LaMelo play regardless, so they can collect money off of him. That's all.
Man, girl Shay is bringing the heat, and this is a momentous day because we have everybody's opinion on this subject. Listen to Aunt James. Aunt James says, as a charlatan, I am heated with Borrego. Now, as a Charlotte fan that rarely get any superstar players, got to hear fans from around the country say LaMelo should leave Charlotte. I hate Borrego. I'm telling Borrego he's pissing off Charlotte fans right now. They finally have something right with LaMelo Ball, and he's fucking it up. Excuse my language, but he's messing this whole thing up. And he's trying to ruin the mindset of LaMelo Ball. 7 shots in 17 minutes? That's not LaMelo Ball. he doesn't shoot low attempts. He would take more attempts than just 7, even if it was limited minutes. They're not playing him right. They got him in a damn corner. Borrego's making plays for Tebe and not him, who is a natural at passing the ball, which is LaMelo Ball. He's doing everything backwards. And this is a sad story. I go into League Pass. I don't even watch the first couple of minutes because I know LaMelo's not starting out. I'm just not trying to see selfish basketball. So I only watch when LaMelo plays. But I feel like I'm wasting money. I'm paying League Pass to watch LaMelo play. And I'm not seeing him play enough. And I told you guys last stream, I said that James Borrego will lower LaMelo's minutes. People was like, how can they lower it more than 24? I said, watch. Look what he did.
Good night, baby.
What'd you say, Uncle Vern?
Goddamn Vern over there. I hear you, Vern.
Oh, hey, DJ, I was waiting for you to finish anyway because I wanted to ask you a question. Why you keep on thinking it's that DJ? Listen to me. I'm talking to you, please, sir. Why you keep on blaming it on that coach, man? You know who calling the shots over there, man?
Michael
Jordan. Come on, man. I'm gonna tell you. And DJ, you got to be aware because I'm telling you about the game. Okay, this is how the game works, DJ. Look here. If I'm the president, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. And if you do different, I'll fire you. I ain't gonna wait for the fans to fire you. I'll fire you. I mean, come on, DJ. Put the blame where the blame's supposed to be at. And I was just telling my baby good night. That's all. Come on, man. Talk. I want you to talk to me, though. Because right now, you ain't convinced me about this, man. DJ, please. I'm listening.
All right. Brother, yes, Jordan may have some hearsay, but Jordan, man, just hearing what I hear about Jordan, he's chilling, smoking a stogie, probably gambling.
And with
He
that
ain't worried
29,
about the Hornets.
I already heard that.
He ain't worried about the Hornets, man. If he was worried about the Hornets, they would have a better roster. He out there just paying who he needs to pay. Let Mitch Kupchak mess everything up like he did with the Lakers and have James Borrego go on with his agenda. When you listen to James Borrego's interviews, I mean, this dude sounds like he's in love with Devonte Graham. Like his eyes goes up. Devonte, the way he just had barely 4 assists, that was immaculate. Like that crap. LaMelo Ball has a triple-double. Well, LaMelo takes all the rebounds. You could have saved some rebounds for the big man. So you see the hypocrisy? This coach is a madman. He is a narcissist, and I know a narcissist when I see one.
I hear you.
But Nicole Powers, what you think about how this coach is really trying to sap the joy from LaMelo, and how can he overcome this?
Well, LaMelo has not fallen far from LeVar. I believe he sees the BS and he's working within the system. I believe his dad didn't release him without thoroughly indoctrinating, making sure he knew what the plan was. You know, he's in constant talks with his parents, you know, his dad, his brothers, you know, and I believe LaMelo has a stronger something about him. I can't think of the right term, but
mindset.
Yes.
There you go.
That's mindset. I don't think that this is gonna break him. I think actually this is making him see more so of what his dad has been saying all these years.
I agree.
Powerful, man. It's a joy to always have different people on this platform, especially the sisters, the women here, man. They just show you, man. Women love sports too, and they could talk about sports as good as anybody else. This is such an enlightening topic, man. The one thing I enjoy about LaMelo Ball, every time I see him, I see a little LeVar in him. The swagger, the bravado, the confidence, the joy. I see that with him. And even though LaMelo didn't score that many points and he barely played, you know what he did on Instagram? He posted a heart emoji on a Hornets Instagram, like responded to it with the heart after the game. This is how you know LaMelo loves basketball. He's a team player. He could have easily been on silent mode, ignoring people, not active on social media. But I think he did that because he wanted to show his fans that, hey, I'm going to be okay. This may be tough. They may throw these jabs at me, but I'm going to take the punches and I'm going to swing back. I'm going to rise above the hate. I'm going to rise above the buffoonishness. I'm going to rise above any obstacle because I believe in myself. LaMelo's thinking in his own mind that he's a ball. He represents his last name with pride, and this young man is a killer. So no matter what lame Borrego does, yeah, I call him lame Borrego because he's lame. This kid, in a couple of years now, he will rise through it all, and I have a good feeling he will be a superstar one day.
I agree with you.
I think they better watch out because at 19 he might be like LeVar, but it hasn't kicked in yet for real.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, sister.
No, they kick in yet.
Yeah, that's facts.
Hey, DJ. You know, not only is just my hopes is just to be around in the next 5, maybe the next 5, 10 years. You understand me? It's probably a lot of people. It's a lot of people's hopes. But but I want to tell you something, boy. If I do be around to see how this whole thing turned out with them, with this Charlotte situation, especially. I think it'd be really in favor for Charlotte, man, for real. I really do, man. I think it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good for Charlotte, and I think he's gonna be there for a minute because I don't see him like what I'm saying. He already came from atmosphere of like LA, you know what I'm saying. So he ain't trying to run back to that atmosphere of LA, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
you already did I cut you off? Please, I'm sorry, but you already
yeah, it's all good.
You already understand it. Thank you. You already understand that he's a special talent. In order to have a special talent like that, like I said, like with Jordan, when I spoke about Jordan he was focused. He was focused on that Chicago thing. He wasn't really focused like on, hey, let me go out to LA and play out with Magic and all the rest of them guys. You know what I'm saying? He was focused on that, and I see LaMelo focused like that too. I just don't see that all the way outstanding potential that pulls him up to the front. Really, I do see it, but I don't see it. It's like, oh, we're going to let him get out the gates real fast, and then if he failed, then what we going to do? You know what I'm saying? That go the next 2 years. You dig? And then now he want to get out because he failed. Bring him slowly, but bring him slowly with somebody that he's confident with. He ain't confident with because of the fact that he can't get more minutes playing behind Dude, which is okay because of the fact that Dude can play. That's all right. But get him over there, man. Get his brother over. I'm telling you, I got to keep going there, DJ, man. Get his brother over there with him.
Who can play? Who can play?
And Spotted that dude, and what that dude was his name, Spotted, whatever his name is, he came up with a good analogy. Get what's the name over there too? Or that center. What's the name to play with LA? You just put it up. Get him over there too, because he playing third rank over there in Cleveland. Get him over from Cleveland. Get him over there.
You talking about JaVale McGee?
Yeah, please, thank you. You see it, and that way I don't think I'm playing dumb because I want you to understand. See, I don't want you to play catch up. I ain't got to catch up. I don't want you to play catch up. I want you to understand what it is I'm saying, DJ. They got moves they can make. You got to make the right moves. Moves, DJ, the right moves. If you don't make the right moves, then it should just go stay the same, James. DJ.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. That's real, man. They gotta make the right moves
Hey,
because it's all about
hey.
building
You
around
can
LaMelo Ball, man.
you can get my grandmother over there to say, man, sign up to $1 million, but to get on the court gonna be a different thing.
But
You
I got
understand me?
What you say, Shay?
I got something to say to that. When you say, I think it's burning right. When you say build around him, my thing is, unless it's salary relief, because I believe probably can accept another max salary player. What benefit does that team have to trade with them? Like, what benefit do they get if they're honestly looking at this roster and how they're playing? Like, who are they looking at on this roster and like, okay, I'll go get him, for this to get rid of this guy because we're paying him too much.
You asked me that question, right?
Yep.
Okay, now listen to this. This is what I was telling DJ yesterday. Look here. You got Brandon. You got Brandon. I keep saying his name wrong. I'm sorry. Gordon over there. Y'all they paying him a lot of money. They paying him a lot of money. You can let that contract go. They got $1.5 million ways to get his brother over there. They need to speak. Listen to me. Understand this. The thing, understand this. Like I was saying at first, the thing that's wrong with the New Jersey Nets is because of the fact they ain't got no defense. Charlotte got some defense. They ain't got no offense. They ain't got no consistency on their offense. They consistency on their offense comes from their second string. That brings LaMelo in. That's the consistency. Dude scored a lot of points, but the good point guard that they have in the starting lineup scored a lot of points, but he ain't no playmaker. So everybody else watching him score. And then Gordon come in and he do his third quarter thing and you don't finish it off to the fourth. You understand me? So they lack. So that's where they lack it. So where do you build that up at? Get Lonzo there so he can start it off in the first quarter, get Melo there so he can keep it on going. Get JaVale there, like Dude said, to keep that defense in them boards. And those ain't number 2 little easy-ass moves. And they ain't got to get rid of Gordon. Really, be honest with you, they can go around. They can keep Gordon if they want to keep that contract. But they got to make moves for the positive or for the worse. And it depends on, like DJ just said, what moves they're going to make for the future. And we speaking about LaMelo's future. Or Charlotte's, whichever come first. You understand me, young lady?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna have Robin V speak. How can the Charlotte Hornets make this right, man? What do they need to do to make this right? We know that LaMelo needs to start, but we know the coach is too ignorant to even do that. So what do the Hornets have to do to right this wrong?
They need to want to win. It doesn't seem to me like the coach wants to win. I don't understand what his goal is. He is in love with his Tebe, and to me it seems like when they put Melo out in his first game and he didn't score, the media was on fire. They loved it. Oh my gosh, he didn't even score. And the other rookie said it was so easy. It was an easy adjustment. And then in the next game, in the games following, he exploded and did phenomenal, just like we all know he can. And then they yanked back his minutes. They yanked him back. I feel like they wanted to put him out there to embarrass him. They thought he was not going to play up to the standards that everybody had put him up to. And he overplayed. He did fantastic. He nearly did a triple-double back-to-back. The coach needs to drop whatever agenda he has going and coach. He needs to I don't know, you can keep Devonte on as fucking pet for all I care, but he doesn't belong in the starting lineup. I'm looking at the roster right now. Their forward center. I don't even think I've ever seen McDaniels play. All of their centers, other than Zeller with his broken finger, I've never really seen them play. They don't have a big. So when he's crying about LaMelo taking rebounds, I don't know. It seems like he has a chip on his shoulder for the best player on their roster, and they aren't going to win until they build around him and make him a centerpiece in their playmaking styles or whatever it's called. I think that they need to get either a new coach or, are they even listening to any of the fans? Like Shay had said, if the fans were in the stands, I don't think this would fly. We would have probably beat up the coach by now because everybody's frustrated with him. I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Boy, that sounds like some pissed off fan beating up the coach. They better stop playing with y'all, man. Y'all come out like a freaking freaking Crunk video back in the day.
There's only so much we can do with our words. We've been beating on him for months with our words since they came out.
Oh man, I'm telling you, they better not play with these fans, man.
I never thought I would ever buy a Hornets jacket. I bought a damn Hornets jacket, and then they cut his minutes, and I'm like, God dang, now I gotta send that shit back. But he's gonna be with them for the next couple years, so I guess I'll keep it.
I had a nightmare a couple weeks ago. I went on the news, and it's the end of the year. We just gave Devonte Graham an extension. I woke up very quick. That was the worst nightmare. My heart stopped. I'm like, oh man, it was a dream. It's a dream. It's not real. I was like, oh my God. This is how horrible Devonte Graham is in his playing style. I don't like how he makes buckets. You see how he makes buckets and he's showboating and all that stuff, but you taking all the shots to get the basket. You're nothing special. I'm not trying to be harsh on the brother, but damn. Come on, man. I understand if you're just getting your shot sparingly, but this coach is giving you more opportunities than anybody on the roster. And if I'm Gordon Hayward, who got paid $120 million, and especially Rozier, I'm going to the coach like, what the hell? You giving him the ball like you paid him $100+ million.
And another thing is, I just now thought about something. I don't know who's coaching Cleveland, but I'm looking at Cleveland and Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, and I'm like, even with their terrible coach that they had last year, they were allowed to play through their Garland anyway, his mistakes. So I'm looking like, you see where Cleveland is this season. Charlotte should be right there with them. I don't understand.
They gave away a lot of games that they should have won. They gave away a lot of games. If they had just continued to play Melo, they would have won. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what his goal is, other than to get Devonte as many minutes and shots and everything as he possibly can.
Right. If there is an agenda, we won't understand. If these people who are above or in the organization, because I'm looking at Jordan sideways. So if there's an agenda for whatever reason, we would never understand, because why would you put all this money into this person or whatever to do whatever? But they're doing it.
Because they're not. It's not as big of an investment as people make it seem. Like, it's really, they're not losing shit. Like 9 times out of 10 for draft picks to really pan out, that doesn't often happen. The revenue and the interest that he has generated is gonna pay back his contract. Just off web interest alone. Like I said, I hate to be I don't know who jargon always says warm take Walter, But I don't see none of y'all talking about, man. I don't see Lonzo going to Charlotte, bro. They do not want to give. They don't want to give LeVar any more control. They're not putting two of his sons on Charlotte. That's not happening. The whole thing is about breaking LaMelo. I don't see Devonte getting traded. There's no value there, so that's not happening. But I can see a situation where like Terry Rozier and Miles Bridges, both of those players will be attractive to other teams. So I can see them getting out of there. But Devonte seems to be the franchise player for right now. That's just reality, and I'm not one of them people. Oh, LaMelo's gonna be fine. I don't know that. I'm not taking that for granted. These are serious issues because when you're dealing with corporations, like we keep saying, okay, if he goes to another team, that's not how it works. These teams, these owners are all in cahoots. They're trying to protect the shield. They're trying to protect their brand. Have y'all ever heard the name Colin Kaepernick?
Facts, yeah.
Like so all it is, like, I don't understand all this. Oh, it's gonna be all right. Nah, players need to develop, and they need to be given chances to develop. Because see what they're doing, they're setting us up for the okie doke. They're setting all of us up for the okie doke. Oh, it'll be all right. It'll be okay. And what they'll do is, at the end of the year or in his second year, they'll throw all of this responsibility on him. But he hasn't gotten a chance to develop. So if he fails, then who's the blame on? They're gonna place it on LaMelo. I've seen this trick. They did the same kind of thing with Lonzo. I'm not falling for it again. Like I said, it looks like this is bigger than Nino Brown. And right now, like DJ always says, we really got to send those prayers up to the Most High. We got to be supportive of the brother. We got to be supportive of his father. And just know how serious it is when you're trying to take down a corporation. If LaMelo is successful, and he becomes the rookie of the year, I want y'all to think deep. Let's think deeper than basketball. Because we look at the stuff going on the court. The basketball don't make no sense. It makes no sense what they're doing. It makes no sense. So let's just go ahead and wash that away. But if LaMelo became the rookie of the year, and he didn't go to college, and he didn't drop out of, and he, quote unquote, dropped out of high school, and went over to Australia and became the rookie of the year in Australia, and became the rookie of the year in the NBA, what kind of example does that set that's going to take away from the NCAA and the traditional ways that basketball is played in America?
It kills the traditional route completely.
Exactly. They're trying to destroy this boy. That's my point. It's deeper than this.
I totally agree.
But shout out to LaMelo Ball's parents, Tina Ball and LeVar Ball. You can tell they prepared him for this unfortunate situation. They told him the ins and outs of the league. I'm sure they told him that the league's not their friends. They will put their father against them against their father and their mother. And I sit back and think, I wish that Tina never had that stroke, because it would have been another powerful person alongside LeVar to hold him down when there's so much evil around him. The old media and the negativity the family gets. You know, we come in here and be all macho, but even though they say it's a man's world and we've built great things, but what makes us better is when real women make the shit go round. When real women are the backbone with us, it completes us when you have the right one. And Tina was the right one. It's just unfortunate that she had a stroke, because I know from what I've heard about Tina, I heard that she didn't play.
Yeah, she was.
Exactly. What'd you say, Robin V?
Oh, they said that she was like the female LeVar.
Right on. She didn't play, man.
That's what you need to make some monsters. Or what did Melo say? My parents raised some killers.
Yeah, he let everybody know with that press conference. He said, my parents raised some killers. And that's what they did with him, man. And I pray that Tina gets better from the stroke. Because I know for a fact when she gets to herself, they better beware. Because Tina gonna be at all the games. She gonna talk her ish. She gonna support her sons, but also she gonna give that nurturing energy that every son needs. I'll tell you, there's a lot of tough guys out there. They'll tell you in a one-on-one conversation. They'll be like this, man. When I was at my lowest, my mama was there for me. My father was there for me too. But when I needed that nurturing, my mother was there. Think about it. If Tina never had that stroke, I think it would have changed some things. Not just for BBB, but each son.
Yeah, you're not lying. No.
Facts.
Love your fathers. Love your mothers. Love your family. Respect people. Respect queens.
He said facts plus tax.
And love your neighbor. Simple things, right? But we fail to do these things because of arrogance. It's all around. And I'm using this example because you look at James Borrego. James Borrego is clearly not house trained because he's not respecting LaMelo Ball as someone that is young, that's drafted high. He knows he's young. He knows he's going to mess up, but he still tries to put every obstacle on him to make it harder than what it should be. Do you know that if LaMelo would have played just 30 minutes, just coming off the bench and actually playing point guard, none of the fans would have complained about it? He would have had enough points, assists, rebounds, and everybody would have been like, that's good enough. But no. Arrogance got in the way. And arrogance is going to be the reason why the Charlotte Hornets may not make the playoffs.
DJ, can I say something real quick, brother?
Amen. Amen, my brother.
All right, so I don't know if you guys have heard of this person, but it's a guy. He was from Chicago. His name is Steve Coakley. He's passed away, but a lot of his lectures are still on YouTube to this day. And what professional athletes need to do, they need to take a page out of the book of Steve Coakley. He used to talk about that Michael Jordan commercial with Larry Bird and how, I don't know if some of y'all are too young to remember. I remember, seeing replays of it when I was young. But in the commercial, basically, Larry Bird comes in the gym while Michael Jordan is already eating his McDonald's. And Larry Bird walks up to him and he's like, hey, Michael, what you doing? And Michael's like, hey, I'm eating lunch. So Larry Bird out of nowhere says, play you for it. Like, I'll play you for your lunch. Of course, Michael Jordan gets his ass up and starts playing for his own lunch. The correct response should have been from Jordan. If you don't get out my face, this is my lunch. Why am I playing you for my lunch?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I bringing this up? Stop letting them play you for your own sandwich, man. The reason why I respect LeVar Ball so much is because the brother knew the obstacles that were coming. He knew the obstacles were coming. That's why he was trying to provide a situation like the JBA. There's so many clowned and so many joked about and so many used to talk about the lack of numbers in the arena. The JBA gave players an alternative way to develop, an alternative way instead of going to college or going to the G League and being underpaid. LeVar Ball is a visionary. But now, and you study the life of a lot of people that do things that are extraordinary and ahead of their time. usually them and their family suffer because of it. And what we seeing right now with Lonzo, what we seeing right now with Jello, what we seeing with LaMelo is they're going through those years where they're trying to make this family suffer for the strength and the innovative thinking they brought to the league. So for me, man, I just want to see the family thrive. I want to see LaMelo thrive. I want to see him in the best situation. But at the same time, I can't undersell what kind of enemy they're up against. I just want y'all to really just be open-minded and think about this. Anthony Edwards was 2 of 12 tonight and played 27 minutes. Anthony Edwards was 2 of 12 tonight and played 27 minutes. LaMelo Ball didn't see the court in the fourth quarter. Anthony Edwards has blown games, and we still have yet to hear his coach criticize him after a game. Why is it when it comes to this family, all of these anomalies and things we've never heard of happening to players continue to happen to these guys? You know, I had a crazy thought, DJ, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. When Melo was in Australia last year, you know what I thought, man?
What you thought, bro?
I said, damn, man, sometimes I wish he would just stay in Australia and just become the biggest international superstar. Because I was afraid of him going to the NBA, as crazy as that sounds. Because once you're playing in their game, you got to play by their rules.
Mm-hmm.
And internationally, I just felt like it would have made the brand bigger. And I remember an NBA player did that before. I think his name was Childress. He played in Australia. He went to the NBA. The NBA said he wasn't good enough. He went back to Australia. Then he came back to the NBA, and he was like a 15-point-a-game player. And eventually he just said, screw it. He left the NBA and went to Australia. But I've always been afraid of this moment. But now that Melo's in it, all they can do is to rise above it. So my prayers are with the family. But I definitely have my concerns going forward, especially with the Charlotte Hornets organization.
Powerful, man. This is a powerful chat.
Thank you, Rev. Thank you, Rev. That was
man. Yeah, everyone in the chat, check out Rev's sermon. It's a series we started for new media. When he posts a video, y'all better listen. He's preaching, man. He's teaching, man. But
dropping them jewels.
Amen to that. But before we go, I want everyone on this panel to go to the private chat, just put the Instagram, because from now on I'm sending the StreamYard links through Instagram. So Maurice, Rye, everyone, Shay, Robin B, Nicole Powers, and the brother Vernon, you know. Y'all do that. So when we do a live, we'll just send it through Instagram, and it can be a flow. I see Rye already did that. Salute to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
New media, man. We ain't going nowhere. Man, who does a show like this, man? This is like, what, East Coast time, almost 3 o'clock?
Right.
We got 200 plus people in the chat.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
New media, man. Douglas Anderson shouting out new media, man. It's a lifestyle, man. It's a belief. It's family, man. Everyone on this chat is a family of new media. We may not agree all the time, but we're always together as family. It's love and it's genuine, and we appreciate everyone who stops by and supports this channel. And we got to do this more often. Maurice, any last words?
I mean, I don't want to make this any longer than it has to. I've just been thinking this whole time, because, like, you know, I don't hate Devonte Graham, but like when these fans come back in and they gonna really crush his confidence, man. That's all I'm thinking about, and it's gonna be sad to see. It's not. I don't want to see this. I don't want to, like, they're just making things harder than it has to. But when these fans come back in, Borrego's gonna get it. The Martin twins are gonna get it. Devonte Graham's going to get it. I don't think MJ is going to be able to walk in, without some problems. It's just, I don't get it, man. I just don't know.
Exactly. It's going to be a bad look, man. They better get these fans. Bro, these fans, y'all know how it is. These fans are not playing around.
Well, Adrian,
you know what the crazy thing is?
My bad.
The crazy thing is they thought I was being harsh on Devonte Graham because I made the nickname Tay-Bay. That's not even close to what they're doing.
Hey, that had me laughing. Let me say, LaMelo would average 30 minutes a game on the Lakers right now. So he can't even get that on the Hornets. It don't make no sense, man.
That's crazy, man.
It don't make no sense.
You know what we call that? Fraud franchises. See, the Hornets are walking around like they're the Lakers and the Celtics and the Sixers. They got everything going on, but it's a mirage. So what?
They got Devonte Graham.
Exactly. Tay-Bay.
I hope they get a max contract. I just want it to happen. I want this man to get a max contract so he can just stay with the Charlotte Hornets and just be done with it. Maybe shitty forever.
Well, DJ, I wanted just to thank you before we go. I want to thank you for new media. You're a breath of fresh air, and thank you for bringing across facts and not biased opinions like you say the Shines out there, or the Stephen A. Smiths. Thank you to you and Rev. I really enjoy your content, and thank you for bringing us on here as well.
Absolutely. Same here. And for everyone that's on this panel, make sure to get the Instagram information so we can so when we go live, we just send it right on that link. Have similar people on the panel because you guys got wisdom in basketball. Y'all know what y'all talking about, and it's a good flow, a great flow. So let's tune in tomorrow. All love, all praise to the Most High. All love to everyone in the chat, the panel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rev, for being a day one brother. And Uncle Vern, if you're there, thank you for always showing love, man, supporting the channel. You there, Uncle Vern?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hey DJ, look here. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You good. For the last 4 days, you threw me off with that debate, whatever that was, that day. I've been trying to figure out who the hell is that debate, whatever you talking about. I'm trying to say, hell, he played for the Charlotte Hornets.
What? You talking about Tay-Bay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
find that day. I said, who the fuck is this? You talking about dude, man. Man, you had me going with that, man, until you just explained it. I said, oh, okay. Man,
yes, playing words, brother.
Man.
Hey, did you
I love all y'all, man.
All right, man. Peace out, everybody.